guys! Yay! We are back to Weight Loss Monday. I'm so excited to be back. I'll get into why I left a little later, but this is for week 36, I believe. If I will correct it here if it's not. I believe I counted out week 36. So if you're new to this weight loss journey, I started trying to lose weight again for the millionth time January 1, 2018. I started off at 309.4, yeah, I believe, and I weighed in this last week. Oh, so Weight Loss Monday was originally how I was weighing in. I was weighing in every single Monday, and if you've watched all of them, then yay, you already know what's going on. But I was weighing in every single Monday, and then about halfway through I switched it to weighing in on Saturdays because I found myself having a really hard time over the weekends. I was binging the most and having the most cheat meals over the weekend, and so it really wasn't helping me to weigh in on Monday towards the very end of it, and so I started weighing in on Saturday. That way I could be really good over the weekend, and if I had the little treats and things like that over the weekend, I could start back up again on Monday. And that seemed to work for me for a little while, and then the summer came. So if all you're here for are my stats, let me give them to you. So even though I have been MIA on Weight Loss Mondays, I have counted every single week. Every single week I still weigh in, I still record it, I still do everything. So this week, week 36, I was 264 pounds, 264.5. I was going to say that nicer, didn't come out like that. 264.5, which officially makes me down 44.9 pounds. 45 pounds, you guys. 45 pounds I have lost this year, which is amazing. Now, some of you may be thinking, that's not really that amazing. Some people lose it in like 6-8 weeks, depending on how dedicated they are. Some people take 3 years to lose 45 pounds, you know. So I just want to start this off by saying I had a rough summer. And if you follow my daily vlogs over on my vlog channel, then you know that I have talked about it in depth about how I've yo-yoed all summer long. So let me tell you guys where it started. Okay. So at the beginning of the year, I didn't really have a goal. The last time I tried to lose weight and I was doing Weight Loss Wednesday on my vlog channel, I started in January of 2015 and we went to California in May of 2015. And when I came back, I started putting on all the weight. I had lost 30 some odd pounds. I got down to like 265 where I am right now. And it all went to crap when I came back because I just stopped doing everything. I stopped working out. I stopped eating healthy, and I just went completely about my everyday routine, and I started creeping the weight back on to where at the end of 2015, beginning of 2016, when I was pregnant with Autumn, didn't know it at the time, but I was pregnant with Autumn, I was already almost back up to 300 pounds. I was like 290 something, and when I delivered Autumn, I was like 327. Now, each time I was pregnant, I did drop a lot of weight. I dropped like 35 pounds with her. I went right back down to, I think my first weigh-in after her was 289. So I did drop a lot of weight, plus she was a big baby, but still crept it right back up like nothing even happened. So that was hugely disappointing, and I didn't want this to be that. So here's where it started. I think the last time I gave you guys an update was right before I went to Disney. So we were in Disney from June 10th, I believe, June 9th, yeah, June 10th to the 21st or 22nd, I can't even remember. So my last weigh-in was June 9th, and I'm pretty sure I either updated you guys that week or the week that I came back. So the week that we left, the Saturday weigh-in, I was 273.5, and I gained 1 pound exactly while we were on vacation, which is awesome because I ate everything I wanted to. I did not hold back. Everything I wanted to, I ate. So when we came back, I was 274.5, and I was like, okay, 1 pound, not a big deal. I'm going to get right back on it. So then the next Saturday, when I weighed, I was 269.5. I lost 4.7 pounds after we came back from vacation from gaining a pound on vacation to the next week, I lost 4.7 pounds. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm officially in the 269 or the 260s. I was so excited. That was the very first time I was in the 260s, because prior to leaving for vacation, I had hit 270.3 2 weeks prior to vacation. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm almost in the 260s. And then I crept right back up a few pounds. So I got back down. I was so excited. Well, the following week, I gained half a pound. I was 270.3, and that just bummed me out. I was like, why? I went back up. Not a big deal, right? I'm like, okay, I got this. It's totally fine. The next week, which is now July 15th, the week of July 15th, I was 269.2. I lost 1.1 pounds. I said, okay, great. I'm back in the 260s. A week later, July 23rd, I was 268.2. I'm like, yes, I lost another pound. I'm officially in the 260s. Like, I'm not yo-yoing. I'm officially there. Well, next week, July 28th, 267.5. And that was, until this week, my lowest. July 28th, that was the lowest that I was able to get. 265.3. So then the next, 265.5, sorry. 267.5. July 28th, that was the lowest. So then the next week, nothing. I completely, what we call turtled. I was 267.5 August 5th, and it went bad from there. I stopped recording. I just kept, every single week, I kept going up. I just stopped, actually, I think it may be, let me go over to my Fitbit, because I think it may be there, and I just didn't record it in my, yeah, it is. Okay, so August 5th, I was 267.5. August 11th, 270.5. August 18th, 271.5. August 25th, 271.2. And then finally, I dropped back down September 1st, which was Autumn's birthday, and I was so excited. I was finally back under my lowest, 267.3. Prior to that, my lowest had been 267.5, so I was only 0.2 pounds under, but I was totally okay with that. I was like, that's fine. I don't mind being 0.2 pounds under my lowest. I'm officially back, and I told myself, I'm going to do this. This, after an entire summer of yo-yoing. Now, granted, our summer for us started right before, on June 9th. That was my last weigh-in, and I was 273.5. So summer officially ended for us like the weigh-in of August 25th. So I was still lower by 7 pounds. I was still lower, but not, in my mind, I just kept, like, I wasted 2 months, you know. It was almost 3 months. It was like most of June, like half of June, all of July, and most of August. So it was like 2.5 months worth of time that I lost. That's what I just kept telling myself. Like, oh, I was beating myself up at first, and I'm like, Melissa, you let the entire summer go by. But here's where, in my mind, it was such a win for me, because I'm like, the last time this happened in 2015, I let the entire summer go and just kept eating whatever I want and did whatever I want, and I never got back on track. And this time, I didn't. I yo-yoed the same 2 or 3 pounds up and down, up and down, up and down the entire last couple of months. But then now I finally broke those habits, and I'm here. I'm here. So from last weigh-in, I was 9'1", I was 267.3, to this past weigh-in, to this week's weigh-in, which is week 36, I was 264.5. So I dropped 2.8 pounds this week, and 264.5 is officially the lowest weight that I have been in a very long time, because I think I was like 265 or 266 last time I lost this amount of weight in 2015. Prior to that, the lowest that I had been in years, because when I first met Andres, it was we got together in June of 2006. I was probably about, my lowest was like 204, and that's because I had started working as a server, and I dropped like 15 pounds, because prior to that I had hovered around 220 for years, like pretty much all of high school. I was like 220, 230, somewhere in there. And so I don't even remember what I was prior to that, because I mean, I just truly can't even remember. So this was like a huge accomplishment for me. Back after I met him, you know, we were happy in love, and I gained all this weight, and I was like 254 pounds when we got married. And I look back at my wedding pictures and I have no regrets. I think I looked beautiful in my dresses. Of course, I would have loved to be 155 pounds, but that wasn't my reality. I've never been that weight. So I don't have any regrets. I look at myself and I think I was beautiful. He loved me. He fell in love with the person that I was then. So I didn't think anything of it. So I'm the lowest that I have been since we got married, which is insane to me. And I'm only 10 pounds away from the weight that I was when we got married. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. I can't believe it. Coming from where I came, I'm really, really excited. And I'm only 5 pounds away from losing 50 pounds. So here's my next goal. That's how my summer went. That's why I haven't been on here since before we went on vacation, because honestly, it's just not inspiring. Maybe if I had come on here, I would have inspired myself sooner, but coulda, woulda, shoulda, I didn't. And here I am now. I'm back, and we're about to have a fabulous rest of the end of the year. I'm going to do it. And here is my next little goal, because I told you guys I'm fine. Like, I'm winning if I'm smaller January 1 of 2019 than I was January 1 of 2018. In my book, that's winning, because every other year I've made the New Year's resolution to try and lose weight, and I never do, or I'll stick with it a couple of months and then I just fail. And so we have 4 months left in the year, or like 3.5, and I'm actually doing it. Now, these last months are probably the hardest of the entire year, because we have birthday parties galore. If you guys don't know, I have all fall babies. So we have Maddie and Autumn's party September 16th. We have Anderson's party September 30th. Emmy's party, we have Halloween the end of October. Emmy's birthday party November 4th. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Logan's birthday party, and then tax season. So these last literally like 3 or 4 months of the year are so hard for me, because it's just one thing after the other. So I have to stay focused. I have to stay strong. We went to the gym today, which is why I have wet hair, and I'm gonna do it. That's it, plain and simple. I'm going to do it. And I feel like since I broke this like yo-yoing cycle of yo-yoing all summer, I feel so much better and I feel great. I went to Snake Pit this morning and I'm back on it. I had one little cheat over the weekend and I was like, no, it's not worth it. Like, I want to keep my 264. Next week I'm going to be a pound lighter. So we are going to the Dominican Republic on October 16th for a week. We're going without the children for a wedding. My other best friend, Tara, is getting married there. And so my goal, especially because we're staying at a resort that's all inclusive and I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to try not to indulge too much, but the alcohol alone will probably do me in. So I'm going to try really, really hard. In fact, if you guys have suggestions for low calorie or low carb alcoholic beverages, let me know in the comments below, because I feel like that my go-to drink, adult beverage of choice would be a strawberry margarita with salt, which is the most god-awful thing for you. Not only does a margarita alone have so many calories, but the salt, the sodium retention is insane. And it won't be like Disney where we're walking. It's a resort. We're gonna hang out and do nothing. You know what I mean? Maybe some excursions, but the whole point is to eat good food and have good drinks and just have adult time. So if you have any suggestions for resort living kind of on a better for you lifestyle, let me know in the comments below. I'm open to all kinds of suggestions. If you guys are struggling, I definitely want to hear from you. Let's try and motivate each other. I'm bringing these Weight Loss Mondays back for accountability, for motivation, for all of the above. So you guys bring me so much good vibes, so many good vibes, such a good spirit when I get messages from you and you're like, oh my gosh, Melissa, you've inspired me to work out, or you've inspired me to get off my butt when you're at home. All of my kiddos are in school too, which is now a huge excuse to be able to go to the gym and get stuff done like work, like YouTube videos, things like that. So I'm really excited for this new little adventure in my life. I would really love, because I'm gonna have her wedding pictures forever. I really would love to be the same weight that I was at my wedding, at her wedding. I am her matron of honor, and the dress, it already fits amazing, but I would, and it's very flattering, which is awesome, and I plan on wearing a Spanx, but I would love to just drop those last few 10 pounds and then hope I don't gain them all in the Dominican Republic. That's the goal. I actually was thinking about doing a cleanse right before we go, more just to drop the weight really quick, and then that way if I gain a few pounds while I'm over there, I can cleanse when we get back and then jump right back onto it, because after the Dominican Republic, we don't have another vacation until March. We're still kind of iffy about Disney in January, so we don't have another vacation until March, and that's plenty of time. I mean, that's 6 months to be able to lose. Is it 1, 2, 3? Yeah, 4. No, it's 5 months, but still. No, it's 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 months. But still, plenty of time to be able to drop even another 20 or 30 pounds before I go. A number wise, 10 pounds in, I have it right around 5 weeks to be able to do this. I actually think 5 weeks from tomorrow. So that's a good amount of time for me to be able to pull this off. I definitely can do it. I definitely can do it. 2 pounds a week is not insane, but even if I don't, I'm not going to beat myself up. That's just a little tiny goal. I was actually thinking about joining a diet bet. Have you guys ever joined one of those? I was thinking about it to hold myself accountable. Diet bets where you pay $30 to bet against yourself for losing 4% of your weight in a month. There's one that starts, Fat Girl Fed Up. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her. She's on Instagram. I love her. Huge inspiration. She's lost over 300 pounds naturally and all these things, so it's great. I'm not really promoting anything because I don't run my own diet bets or anything, but you pay $30 and you have to lose. It starts today. I think it ends October 7th, which is perfect because it's right before we leave. So I don't know. I was thinking about doing it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below if you're excited, what kinds of things you want to continue to see on Weight Loss Mondays. I also do what I eat for dinner over on my vlog channel, so I will have that link down below if you're not subscribed over there. That shows what we eat on a regular basis. I very rarely eat out anymore. Maybe once every 2 weeks. Sometimes I'll have go out to lunch with a friend or something, but I almost always try and choose healthy options. So I got this. I also use my FitnessPal. I am maxed out on friends over on my FitnessPal. They only let you have 1,000 friends. What's that about? I don't know. But if you do send me a friend request over there, it's HKD1122. If I have other friends that start to drop off, I'll be happy to add you guys. What else? HKD1122 on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Definitely come hit me up if you need some motivation. We got this. We got this. Let's finish this year strong. I'm super excited to continue this journey and to keep going. And yes, we got it. So anyway, leave me some questions and comments and suggestions down below. I love hearing from you guys. I'll be in the comment section at some point answering you guys back and having a little conversation. Let me know what you thought of this and if you're excited to see more. And we'll see you next week. Hopefully a little lighter.